Welcome to TIO Stadium, a cloudy and wet Darwin. Darwin Buffaloes taking on Tiwi Bombers. How do you think this is going to go, Ricky? In the box is Nick O'Reilly and Ricky Nolan and myself, Nev McEwen.
Yeah, it should be an interesting game. It should be high score in both these sides. Probably the two fastest and the two most skillful sides in the competition. So I reckon it'll be a bit of a shootout and be fairly high scoring. I reckon Tiwi might get up for their first win today. No Ross Tungatala.
Really?
I think there's a bit of a late pulled out, but I just reckon it may be Tiwi's day to break the ice today.
Yeah, they haven't had a win this year, have they, Rick? And they've played some pretty good footy, haven't they?
Yeah, I looked at the team list last night. Now I haven't seen the final one, but the team list looked all right. So,
but as you said, no Ross Tungatala.
Yeah,
that's a big loss for Tiwi.
Yeah, and as you say, sometimes they don't. Tiwi boys don't come in from the island for whatever reason. So, but yeah, as I said last night, looked pretty good. But same with Buffs. Buffs have got some pretty good ins as well. So. Yeah, she should be a fairly good game.
I was down before the start of the game, Nev, and I was talking to Stokes, the coach, and we're having a look at some of the boys. And I'll tell you what, Rick, the Pendlebury that plays half-back, he is bigger than what he looks on the field. He's massive.
Big boy, yep.
Or as you guys would say, sorry, go on, Ricky.
On Collingwood's list for a while, so yeah, certainly a big, strapping young lad.
Big unit. Is that what we're going to roll with, Nev?
That's what you guys usually say, especially Nick.
Yeah, speaking of big units, looks like big Jack Monagatti is lining up in the ruck for Tiwi. It's going to be an absolute rip snorter, this one. I hope you're enjoying the coverage at home. We're just moments away from getting it underway.
And both teams last week had big losses as well, 10 goals plus.
Who did Buffs play?
Buffs?
Yeah.
They played last week.
Nightcliff. Oh, Nightcliff. They did too. Anyway, umpire holds the ball up in the air and we're about to get underway, and it's big Jack Monagatti winning that one down easily, but it's big Ryan Pendlebury in the middle, starting in the middle he is. And they're away. Here's Paulie Campbell. It's slung over the shoulder. Umpire said that was okay. Maxie Kennedy drops what he probably should have taken. We're away here. Stokes, the fast-moving unit, gets to 48. The kick on the way is a beautiful point.
A beautiful point.
It was a cracking bit of play.
Two players for Tiwi I would have liked to have seen out here when I've given my prediction. One, Dion Munkara's not playing, and Ross Tungatala. And they're probably their best two players, so it's a bit unfortunate those two players aren't playing.
Roy Farmer getting it out to Harley Parent-Talamiri.
Daniel Bowles is another one I reckon is a very good player for Buffs, and he hasn't played for a while either and was named, but I see he's not here on the final team sheet.
Councillor getting the handball away. The kick comes up to half forward. Austin Wanamiri in prime position. Gets over the top. They're away at ground level. Nice little banana outside of the boot style. If that gets in there, it is another good poster. No, 2 good points to open up the game.
I love your commitment, Nick.
Yeah, no, we're up and about.
Well,
don't worry.
You're on fire today.
Adam Tipwoody, certainly one of Tiwi's prime movers, nearly slot through a miracle goal.
Maxie Kennedy at left half back for the Buffs. Pushes it out further. And they're away on the outer wing now. So the kick long down the line to a contest. Nice roving there from Mikey Coombs. Just throws it on the left, bangs in there quickly. Is Roy Farmer. Pressure from Matty Campbell. Just drops the ball in the end. Loudon. This is a good build-up from the Buffs. Coombs, beautiful kicks. Lowers the eyes and finds Nick Loudon, who will go back and have a set shot.
He's looking around, head on a swivel.
Lowers the eyes and finds Sean Foster.
A bit too easy it is to be able to chip a 15-metre kick into a player directly in front.
So Foster to open the account for the Buffs and for himself. Awkward kick, touched actually, and that's through for a behind. Rick, let's unpack that.
Absolutely woeful. 20 metres out and it's fallen a metre short. So. Got to take the advantages, Buffs, in that situation. Looks like they're setting up a zone against the Tiwi boys.
This gets over the back. Harley Parent-Talamiri drops it. And a bit of holding on going on. And the free kick going away over Longura. Goes sideways. Doesn't have much on down the line. Looking for options inboard. Ignores that. Goes long down the line now. Monagatti can't quite pull that one in. A bit of a scrap on. Pendlebury. Nice hands out. Stokes. Cyrus in hand. Clark. Good build up from the Buffs here. So the mark taken at half forward. Moves it quickly. Foster over the back. Can't quite pull that one in either. And Foster stays in the contest. Goes to ground now. The quick kick coming from Hoda. Up in the air. Foster can't quite drag it in. Nice little flick on kick. That one's coming straight back out. It's Pendlebury. Throws it on the left. That's a nice looking kick off the boot. And that Matt, who was that? Ryan Pendlebury. Yeah, it was.
It was, yeah.
Right left foot and put it
beautiful.
Straight through. That's what you expect from a player of his quality from about 45 out. So. They have the contest. They get the footy out here. We probably need to go a little bit more towards the boundary line with that bailout kick. And player of Pendlebury's quality isn't going to miss that.
He's been a good player for the Buffs this year, hasn't he?
Massive pickup. I'll be hoping he returns. I don't know if he's got to do pre-season. I think he plays for Port Melbourne, I think, in the VFL. So I'm sure Cameron Stokes will be hoping that he returns after Christmas. Or he has a Christmas in Darwin, would be an even better outcome.
Back in the middle. Monagatti, easy again, down to Paddy Heenan. Kick up to half forward, just overcooks it a bit. McKenzie with the punch. That's a nice tackle from Tipperwoody. Umpire lets it go and rewards him now. So nice tackling there from Adam Tipperwoody. Yeah.
Crowd, Tiwi crowd, believe that's 50.
I think we're going to have entertainment by the crowd today.
Yes, we love it.
We do.
Kane Councillor takes a mark. And we'll go back and have a set shot from about 45 out.
I reckon Tiwi'd have a chance. I reckon they need a massive one from Adam Tipperwoody. Patrick Heenan's another one through the middle. Essendon superstar, 100-game player, Dean Rioli, former Wanderers coach, very good coach as well, is on the Tiwi bench. That's a good sign.
Kane Councillor with the kick. It's, out of bounds on the full in the end. Yes, Dean Rioli, my favourite player growing up, him and Longy. I'm a huge Essendon fan, Rick. Love big Dan Rioli. McKenzie on the outer side for the Buffs. Left half back. Comes back inboard. Stokes to the tune of Bradley this time. They've got the switch on here. And they got Nick Loudon down the line. Still has him if he wants him. It gets chewed up pretty quick. Looks like this ball's getting turned over too. So it's Cantilla. Heads inboard with the kick. Top of the square sort of action. Good pressure coming here from Tiwi. Wanamiri gets tackled. Probably held on to a bit too long. Ball pops out now. Beautiful pressure here from the Tiwi forwards, but it's come out now. Pendlebury, quick hands. They're away. The kick.
Matty
Campbell
with a bit of airtime.
Flicked it on. Here's Foster. Couldn't quite get that one. Silky smooth skills coming out of the Tiwi defence. There's a race on. Right in front of the commentary box. Armac goes to ground. Lets Councillor into it. Taps it forward. Tipperwoody goes with the handball. Locked up. Good pressure. We've got a game on our hands. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
If they can keep this intensity up, it's going to be a great game.
I'm sorry, I've just realised there's a box of celebrations and dairy milk chocolate. That's great.
Oh my God, Santa's been.
Yes, Santa's been only a week out. Monagatti, tap down, tapped it to his opponent. Stokes, the kick inside 50. Matty Campbell can't quite drag that one in. Gets it now. Nice handball out. Foster runs onto it. Runs into goal. Takes a little bit too far, but just dribbles it through in the end. And Sean Foster gets the Buffs second.
And his first goal.
Well done to Foster. Certainly better than his last effort, but Buffs off to a flyer. 2 goals too. Would have loved a little bit more of chasing pressure. I reckon nearly could have caught him, the Tiwi boys here. Good work by Matty Campbell. Just had the space just here. I just reckon we could have gone a little bit harder. And I reckon we nearly could have put a bit more pressure on him or nearly got him.
Ricky, are these teams evenly matched when it comes to speed? Because we know there's some fast players on both sides.
Buffs play. I think we did a game against St Mary's, and they moved the ball better than anyone I'd seen for a very, very long time that day. They were on fire, and yeah, they are probably the two quickest sides. Wanderers as well, traditionally, are a very quick side.
Jack Monagatti dominating out of the ruck, getting that clearance forward. McKenzie mopping things up though, for the Buffs. Just overcooked the kick on this occasion. So the kick up to centre wing. Clever setup, and that one's juggled over the line, and we'll have a boundary throw in.
Joey Collinson did that really, really well. Looks like Ryan Pendlebury's playing a little bit more forward today. Usually he's been playing across half-back. They've got Lockie McKenzie's playing across half-back, and he's been playing in the ruck, so they're just changing things around this week.
Jack Monagatti wins that one down again.
Good coaching.
Stokes, handballs out to the big Fitzgerald. Nice pressure coming from Paulie Campbell on that occasion for the Buffs. Coombs, Kennedy, reels around on the right. Matty Campbell sitting at the back, too easy. He eats them for breakfast, big Matty Campbell. And he opens his account and gets the Buffs third.
Second goal, Buffs have kicked from the ball, rolling over the back to dangerous space. It's probably something that Tiwi have got to be aware of.
And it's 19 points difference with 9 minutes played in the first quarter.
Could get ugly, Ricky.
I'm going to take my tip back, I think.
At least you're not a fence setter like me, Ricky.
You allow Matty Campbell to get that dangerous space, and he's going to hurt you every day of the week.
He's a very smart player, Matty Campbell.
He's exciting to watch.
Absolutely. Got some of the quickest wheels in the comp. Him and Stokes. And as I look down there, they're lining up next to each other. Back in the middle, Monagatti again. And that one out. Ostawanamiri's been pushed into the centre. Feeds it out. Nice tackle from Fitzgerald. Harleypur and Tatamiri. Handballs it well to himself, sort of in the end, but it just gets cut off. Paulie Campbell on the left. To left half forward. Stokes. He's done, just soccering it out. As you heard the fans say, help him. Absolutely. They're there in numbers now. Kennedy just drops the ball at the last minute. Or nice contest there from Hooker. So Colonel Seaton just paddles it forward, gets a handball away. Done, under pressure, huge pressure. Clark fires it backwards. The kick up to the top of the square, and it's gone over everyone.
Fair effort, that kick.
Roofer behind.
50 metres out.
Was that Nick Loudon?
Loudon, yeah. Check side to make the distance from there. Very well done.
You got a bit on it, Ricky boy. Here's Roy Farmer doing the kick-out duties for today. Asked to play on now by the field umpire. And straight down the middle, dangerous kick, but it's going to work.
It's a great kick by Farmer.
And it's Nick Hooker. Wheels around on the left.
Oh, who's that too?
That's what I like to call a bit of a stinker of a kick. It's going to come straight back. It's Colonel Seaton. Kicks straight in the man on the mark. That was a fair old Falcon. Monagatti through his legs. Now they're away. Kennedy. That's a beautiful kick for Foster. Just gets dragged down off it though. Gets back to feet. Hooker. Chopped off again. Kennedy. Clever kick. Matty Campbell. Too easy. Training drills sort of set up there, Rick.
Yeah, tell the truth, Buffs have fumbled a few. They probably could have kicked a couple more, really, couldn't they? But it's, I'm a little bit worried at what we're looking at, Nick. It's just there's no pressure on the ball carrier. The Buffs are able to make a mistake and fix it up pretty easily and hit targets like that. So I'm a touch worried about the scoreline here.
Matty Campbell for his second. Just like that. Can feel a big day from him coming on. Goal number 2, was it, Nev?
It was. Matty Campbell brings up his second goal and the Buffs' fourth.
4-3-27, just to 1 point. Tiwi Bombers.
Yeah, just worry when you're able to make mistakes and you're able to fix it so easily. That's what worries me a little bit with this game at the moment. Just need Roy Farmer a little bit better starting points and maybe call a guy into that dangerous space in front of him.
So Brendan Cantilla lining up on the wing on Paulie Campbell. It'll be a good contest. Meanwhile, back in the middle. Throws it up. Monagatti again. He is a tap machine. Quick kick coming out of there from Pendlebury. Foster can't quite pull that one in. For Tatamiri puts a little step on, gets dragged down. Holding the pill. Umpire says no, play on. Clark, clever handball backwards. Foster just can't hold on to that one. Pressure coming from behind. Umpire says play on. Loudon Feeds out the handball. Good build up this from Buffs, and that's a clever kick. Finds Foster, plays on. Again, too easy, Buffaloes. And they bring up their fifth. 5-3-33 to one behind.
This time, another Foster, but it's Brody Foster's first.
Brody Foster, from one Foster to another. Yes. Rick?
I haven't got much to say apart from I'm a little bit worried, Nick. As I can see, just a fumble, gets away. Just being able to get away with mistakes and being able to do it so simply. Plenty of time to look up and just centre that footy.
Nice kick there from Hoda too.
Ricky, I'll ask you after the bounce, what impact will the rain have if it comes down? There's 95% of a chance of rain.
Certainly Darwin's a lot cooler, haven't we? I think we've had 40 mil of rain the last 5 days straight, I think. So
Yeah.
cooler around town. Pendlebury playing in the ball.
Pendlebury fires that handball out to Stokes. Doing it all on the ground too. Quick kick up to half forward. Fly. Nothing's doing. Loudon gets crunched by Cancilla. There's Hoda. Gets a handball back to Paulie Campbell again. They're just lining up. Geez, I'd get a goal today, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon I'd kick 2.
I reckon I'd kick 2 or 3, Rick.
Come on, fellas.
Here's Foster going for 2 in a row for him.
I reckon I'd let Matty Campbell lead out and I'll just wait in the goal square and hopefully he can give me
Just get over the back. Real gutless sort of setup, Ricky boy. Here's Brody Foster, as I said, lining up for goal number 2.
You fellas are crack up, so...
2 in 2 minutes for this boy if he gets it through. He's usually a good shot. He celebrates, pumps that fist up. And Buffalo's, doing an absolute number early here in the first quarter.
Nick, I was just doing something. I saw the goal, but I didn't see who got that. Who got that goal?
Brody Foster.
Brody Foster.
Brody Foster brings up his second. Oh.
Good work from that man.
Good work. Adam Horder's a player that's impressed me this year for Buffs. I reckon he's had a fairly decent year.
What's his story, Rick?
I think he's actually a Buffs junior. I think he won an under 14s medal or something like that. Then he stopped playing footy for a while, or he might have moved out of town for a while and then come back. So he actually is a Buffs junior, but first time playing footy for a while. So I think he's had a really good year.
I feel like we should be getting our jumpers out here in Darwin at the moment. 27.8 degrees.
I know, it's bloody cold. I'll have to turn the aircon off up here.
Very unusual for the wet season.
It is.
Bit of a throw out there. Here's Stokes, just overruns it. They've all got time though. So Stokes to half forward. Nice mopping up at the back, but not quite. Loudon paddles it forward, gets a handball away. Pendlebury to drag it in. Bit sloppy here at the moment. Might be a bit of a slippery ball with this humidity.
Yeah, 84% humidity.
So Curtis Seaton gets crunched in the tackle. This is better from Tiwi. Hooker spins out of trouble, gets a handball away. Paddy Heenan, the captain, goes out wide to Longora. He's got a bit of time. It's a handball across. Not the best handball though. Bit of a stack on. Umpire circling. Says play on. Joey Collinson. The quick kick. This is, again, way too easy.
Even Foster was... Look, for a forward to be 7 metres clear is sort of unthinkable. So a couple of things I'd probably ask that it was the coaching staff at Tiwi. I'd ask for a bit more pressure. I don't think I've seen a tackle yet. So just some, that manic pressure that Tiwi can apply. Just for the defenders, just to pair off. Like, get the starting, whether that's... behind shoulder, but just get their starting points a little bit better. Defend back shoulder is probably what I would be saying.
Brody Foster for goal number 3. It's a sausage.
He kicked 100 in South Australia country 2 years ago, so he certainly knows how to kick goals, and I've got a feeling he may kick a bag today.
Do you reckon he might kick 10 at least?
What worries me with Tiwi, I was just looking at a few of their scores, and this is why I was looking forward to this game, is they have been in shootouts. Like they've been kicking up, some weeks have been kicking 70 and 80 points. So they've been losing, say, to 130 to 70, but at least it's good, attractive football. I think they've had one inside 50 so far in the game, so it's a little bit worrying.
They can't get near it, Rick.
Yeah, it's 44 points of difference between Darwin Buffaloes and the Bombers. Bombers yet to score a goal with 17 minutes played in the first quarter.
I'll tell you what, now, for someone like me that's not the best at maths, that's a really good scoreline for me because it's minus the one and can easily say it's 44 points, don't have to work anything out.
Yeah, we'll talk about your modelling career later on.
Yeah, we will. Stokes off the deck, can't quite get that one in. Tip and Woody gets tackled. The quick kick here from Tipu Mantamiri up to half forward. Ryan Pendlebury there, mopping things up for Buffs as he always do. That's a nice handball out wide. Yeah, I'm going to get on the end of it here. Antonio James, good young player. Bit of a somersault sort of set up there from the Tiwi from Cantilla. So Isaac Kernoth's seed and goes backwards to Mackenzie. Finds Pendlebury. We're pushing into space now. He's got plenty of options. Just overhooks it though. Jack Monagatti as well. Bit of a soccer sort of style there. Spins out of it. Mackenzie in the Clark direction. This is better from Sagabar. Just overcooks it though. Mackenzie in a wrestle. It's a handball away. Hooker fires out the handball. Paddy Heenan. It's a bit of a 1-2 step on. So you hear the Tiwi crowd kick it. I agree. Kick comes up to the top of the square. Wanamiri couldn't drag that one. They've got numbers out wide here. And Mackenzie mopping up again, as he always does. Finds Joey Collinson. Goes in the middle of the ball. That's a nice kick. Should open them up here. It's a handball over the pop. Pendlebury. Kenneth Seaton. Paulie Campbell on the left. Inside attacking 50 now. Coombs. There's a bit of faking. Here's Matty Campbell again and again. And he's dobbed it. So well done, Matty Campbell. Well done, Darwin Buffaloes. And they extend the lead to 50.
Matty Campbell brings up his third goal for the quarter.
Yeah, it could be a 200-plus win for Buffaloes, which would be handy for their percentage. So.
But you know what, Rick? And we always say we've done plenty of Tiwi games over the years. And it's like this sort of stuff happens, and then before you know it, they're back in the game. But do you see it happening today?
No, I don't.
Come on, give it something, Rick.
I try to be positive, but I just can't. They're 5 metres off their man. There's not a real lot of pressure out there. It's a little bit worrying, Nick.
The first 2 minutes, there was a bit of heat, Rick, and I was thinking that, we might have a bit of a game on our hands, but that's just gone right out the window.
I haven't tried to get them up by tipping them. I just didn't. I was trying to be as positive as I could, but...
Commentator's curse. Rick, you've done it again. What's doing here? Bit of 6-6-6 action.
6-6. So if they do it one more time, it'll be a free kick.
I love how the umpire walks over to the ruckman to have that discussion. Like, you could just yell it out, couldn't you? Even though we're sitting next to each other, Rick, I'm going to start pulling my seat in closer as I start saying your name.
Doing all right out of the middle, Tiwi.
This is where they break down, though. Armat, kick up to half forward. Good contest there. Foster, handball, Hoda.
My man.
It's a point. Adam Hoda, yeah, he's off to a good start today, Rick. I like the look of him.
If you could take any positives from what you're seeing from Tiwi, is there anything besides, the middle?
No, I'll go with the middle, I think. And even then, like they looks like their systems are right. They'll hit it to, they'd nearly go into Paddy Heenan every time, so Buffaloes could probably man up on that. But then they're just not taking it away from the centre square.
So Roy Farmer.
His Buffs have got to be better than that.
With Braden Rioli.
Had 5 minutes to pair off then.
Yeah. So Rioli goes backwards. Back to Farmer. And been held up here. Just pops over the top. Foster does well.
Buffs have got some
Sagabar.
numbers.
Yeah, we go.
Numbers.
Stokes. Oh, good contest there from Rioli, but it pops out. And Tommy Clark will kick a point. 22 minutes gone in the opening term. It's Darwin Buffaloes 8-5-53. The Tiwi Bombers just the one behind.
I think they'll be wanting the siren to sound.
Yes, if you're just joining us, that's not a gaff on the screen. That's the actual score. As a kick comes out, Pendlebury just does a bit of volleyball sort of setup and punches it over to Armat, who feeds handball out to Aldridge. Just about gets his head ripped off, but good enough to get the handball away. Tip and Woody. held without it. Umpire says play on. There's a bit going on that outer side. I was flying around. And we're out now. And that one's gone tripping. It looks like it's going the way of Michael Dunn. So Dunn, Tarlipur and Tatamiri, plays on now, sticks it on the right. It's a good kick, but gets over the back.
The numbers Tiwi here.
Nice pressure from Paulie Campbell. And there's a nice little flick up. And the kick, that's a very dangerous kick, Rick.
I want to turn the footy over there.
Pendlebury moves it quickly. Stokes, it's straight on his bike. And that's a nice kick in the Foster direction.
Good starting points. A lot better starting points by Alistair Darcy. Up his backside, defending right shoulder. It's,
he was able to get a spoil on him.
Yes,
kill
a step in the right direction.
So about 15 around from the Buffs goal. Umpire throws this one in. Fitzgerald wins the tap down. Tatamiri with the quick kick. Kenneth Seaton to Clark. So Kenneth Seaton again with the kick. Matty Campbell just pushes it back. It's Tiwi on this occasion. Here he goes. Matty Campbell again on the left, around the corner. He loves them.
Doesn't look like missing one, does he?
Nah, he looks absolutely on today. And Nev, that is goal number
4. Matty Campbell. He's on his way to getting a big scoreline, I think, on his way. Well, actually, the amount of goals he's kicked is more than Tiwi Bombers have scored for the whole game as a team.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Sorry, Tiwi Bombers, for pointing that out.
Yes.
It's not very nice of me to do that.
Let's have a look at this.
Doesn't mean simple goal. This isn't the easiest kick in the world to do this either.
Jeez, he's good, isn't he? Look at that.
That there is not a simple thing to do.
And he looks like he's just really enjoying his footy today.
So would I be if I kick 4 goals.
Would just be, if we were playing, Rick, we'd be getting ready to come on, I reckon. Still be on the bench.
I think if you guys are kicking those goals, you'd be loving yourself sick.
Yeah.
I think
6-6-6.
Tiwi didn't do their 6-6-6.
Clark to Kennedy.
Again, they're 5 metres off their men.
So Kennedy. Matty Campbell again.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice handball inboard. Coombs gets it around. Yeah, too easy again. Training drill sort of setup, Rick.
Yeah.
Mikey Coombs brings up his first goal.
Everyone's going to get a goal today, by the looks of it.
Even Ricky Nolan and Nick O'Reilly from the looks of it.
I might do the back line go to the forward line go to the back line.
Under 12 setup.
I really hope they can come back and score a few goals in the second quarter.
Absolutely, that's quarter time. Siren couldn't come quick enough.
Yeah, just...
Well, they're the midway part of their season with Tiwi. I just hope Tiwi people really rally together. Their footy, football's such a massive thing over there. I just hope they become super competitive and win some games in the second half of the year.
So meanwhile, back in the middle, Kennedy gets boots a ball. Tip and Woody gets something on the ball. That's an interesting call. McKenzie quickly on the right. Roy Farmer.
Good starting points, Roy Farmer.
Bashes it out of there by a foot, and he gets it back. Big Roy Farmer. Has a bounce. Gets the kick away. Gets up to half forward, but it's, again, Buff's cutting it off.
Buff have the answers.
Probably something the Tiwi coaching staff could point that out, actually. Just about to go into the break.
Timmy Eldridge finds Loudon. Plays on there. He's hot on his hammer.
That's the sort of pressure I'd like to see a little bit more of, that sort of run-down pressure from behind.
And they just keep turning it over there. That kick coming out of defence. So Clark, that's better. Tip and Woody, that's great pressure coming from Tiwi this time. And umpire circling and says, my ball. We'll throw it up.
Is the siren not working?
No, I think it's quit.
What are we at now? I reckon this will go well into about 32, I reckon. Another 5 minutes left.
So Loudon to kick to half forward. Bit of a scrubber in the end. Tipalura, it's handball away. Loudon again. He's had about 500 disposals. Foster, that's a throw every day of the week. The kick comes up in the Brodie Foster direction. Just goes off the deck. Here's Matty Campbell, the magic man. Gets a handball away. Stokes wasn't looking though. And it's hook up for Tiwi, cleaning up. And finds Johnny Tipalura.
I was wrong about the 30 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you had that right, you could be the first one to open the box of chocolates, but I'm glad I didn't say it. You're watching NITV's coverage of the 2020-21 NTFL season. Darwin Buffaloes currently lead 64 points to, 65-1, so it's a 64-point lead to Darwin Buffaloes over at the Tiwi Bombers. And we'll be back with more action. Hopefully Tiwi Bombers can get a few goals.
Love exploring the territory? If you do, it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling costs. So get out there and explore. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Head on in to Kazali's Palmerston Club. Business meetings, coffee breaks, or just unwinding, Kazali's has you covered. It's the perfect spot for a catch-up with friends, with stylish function areas suitable for any occasion. Sensational meals. Our family-friendly bistro has plenty of delicious options. All the latest machines in our modern gaming room. Get around the pool tables and prove your skills. Fancy a flutter? We've got full betting facilities available. Kazali's Palmerston Club, making a difference.
So we can feel forever, yeah, feel together, real together. No one can stop. No one can stop. Nothing can ever bring me down.
Time to escape, cause I'm in need of warmer weather. Sail upon the stream to find there's someplace better. And I'm going far and wide. Ooh.
Great Northern Brewing Co. The beer from up here.
Intersport, new concept store now open in Casuarina Square. Come in and check out a world-class shopping experience.
Dedicated sports zones.
Now stocking only the biggest brands in tennis, cricket, fitness from treadmills to benches, boxing, swimming, darts, pool and table tennis. For awesome service and advice,
Come in and see it.
still locally owned and operated, the all-new Intersport concept store.
Now open at Casuarina Square.
AFL Northern Territory would like to remind spectators that congregating at the team huddles is not permitted during the breaks.
Welcome back to NITV's coverage of the 2020-21 NTFL season. Darwin Buffaloes and Tiwi. That scoreboard is not wrong. It's 10-5-65 to just one behind. We'll unpack that in a minute as the play is underway. Monagatti goes backwards with the taps. Finds Stokes. Gets a handball up to Hoda. Ricky Nolan's man. The kick is a good one, although Loudon couldn't quite drag it in. The ball pops out now. A free kick being paid for a throw. Advantage paid. Left half back for Tiwi. They got the old how's it goings. Stokes around the corner. Might get over the back. Not quite. Roy Farmer mopping things up. Goes sideways with the handball. Dangerous handball. Not the best place to turn the ball over. Buffs coming, pushing forward. Handball comes out, but Hooker for Tiwi drags that one in, gets a quick kick away. It's going to come back in, I'm afraid, though. On all fours, everyone there. Here's Paulie Campbell. Flicks it on. Pendlebury is backwards with the handball. Maxi Kennedy. That should be holding the pill. Umpire says no, play on. This is Rioli dancing around a few, getting a kick up to half forward. Austin Montefiore brings it down. This is a better build-up from Tiwi if they can get out the back here. But it's all Darwin Buffaloes and the speedster in Timmy Aldridge. Picks it up. Gets away. Harleypur and Tatamiri couldn't quite drag him in, and here's Lockie McKenzie in the right back pocket. That's Kennedy. It's a quick handball away to McKenzie. Matt. Kick up to half forward. Sorry, centre wing. There's a bit of a scrap on as they paddle that one out. Good pressure coming from behind. The Tiwi just willing it forward at all costs, and it's going to work out. So just held up for the moment. It's Harleypur and Tatamiri in the middle of the ground. Looking to move it on. It's a nice kick. Once tipping man to Miri. It's a kick into the pocket. It's not the best one. And Timmy Aldridge just mopping up there.
Did well, Aldridge, against Tipperwoody as a star.
Ricky, what does both teams need to do, or in particular Bombers, seeing as though they need to get a goal, obviously?
Yeah, well, the Bombers have got the best two coaches nearly in the Northern Territory sitting on their bench, in Brendan Toy and Dean Rioli. So they've got the right people there on the bench. You just sort of got to listen to them, but just a bit more pressure is what I would like to see.
It's a nice handball coming out to Hoda. Goes with the banana and drills it. So it's raining goals here at TIO Stadium. And Darwin Buffaloes extend that lead out to 70.
And Hoda gets his first goal.
Let's look on the replay here. Good spoil. Lowther's been another good pickup. I think he's from Port Melbourne in the VFL as well, but he's been a great pickup for Buffaloes this season as well.
Hey Ricky, just changing the topic slightly, we're sharing the commentary box today with someone who's quite famous, a bit of a model.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nick O'Reilly.
Do a bit of modelling in the spare time, obviously, and got the call up from NT News to model some budgie smugglers, actually, for a dear friend, Shawnee Edwards, who has done the commentary with us in the past as the ball comes up into Tiwi's. That's a nice tackle. That should have been holding the pill. Here they go. Hooker for Tiwi. Just goes, it's a nice handball in the end, although Tommy Clark cuts that off. And Timmy Aldridge from left half back.
Where was the shoot, Nick, can I ask?
Down at the ski club on the beach.
Out of interest, was it a warm day or a cold day?
It was warm.
Warm.
I brought a copy of my paper for you to sign, by the way, Nick, because I just feel so privileged to be in the box here with you.
Yeah. I'll obviously sign it like to Nev. Like, keep up your singing, love Nick O'Reilly. Do you sing, Nev?
Not if you want to save your ears.
Oh, well, you do now. Here's Paddy Heenan. Goes backwards with the handball to Rioli. It's a better inside 50 entry. Wanamiri uses the body well. And Aussie Wanamiri takes a great contested mark.
Former Melbourne star, Melbourne Demon star. He had a pretty late start to the season. I think he actually played a couple of games for Jabiru, I think, in the Div 2.
So here he is, Aussie. Plays on the left, around the corner. Nice kick. Nice kick, young man.
Well
and he
done.
gets
Not many,
We might say a much-needed goal, Rick.
I'd say more than needed, but not many people can do that. Have a look at this goal. It's bloody brilliant. Good work by Paddy Eenan. And Brandon Rioli, the brother of Richmond 3-times premiership player Daniel Rioli, kicks it dives on Wanamari, and Wanamari kicks a ripper.
His experience just coming through and his skills. And he brings up the Tiwi Bombers' first goal for the game. Nick, are you good? Are you good at count?
64 points. Work that out.
Very good, Nick.
Took me a bit, but I was glad you guys were talking so I could work that out with the old calculator.
I was really impressed that you did that in between eating some chocolates.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting a bit done thanks to UNEV.
Good
and the chocolates in. That's a great handball from Aussie Wanamiri to half forward. Antonio James. Nice handball. Oh, run down from Rioli. Reward that.
That doesn't happen very often.
Similar to his famous brother, Daniel Rioli. Well done. But that's what I'd like to see a lot more.
We want to see more of that, Ricky boy.
Yep.
So I've got a bit of spirit. Look at that free kick. Although it's hit what he drops it.
Go, Tiwi.
So McKenzie.
Well,
nice. Here's some pressure.
This is what we need more of.
This is what we want, Rick. That's what we come here to see. Some Tiwi pressure, McKenzie. And that's out a bit of pressure, Rick, and look what happens.
Exactly. Lockie McKenzie, who's usually elite with his foot skills, turns the footy over.
That goal definitely has lifted the Bombers, which is so good to see.
Yeah, they're up and about now.
Loving it.
So Harley Purantanamiri. Just a bit of gammon action from him, pretending he's lining up for goal, or kicks into the man on the mark, and that was Max Kennedy. Stokes.
It's just clean Stokes.
Look at that. Oh, they were nearly away. Kennedy could have dragged that one in. Fitzgerald with a flick on. Here's Mikey Coombs, who I refer to as the Raging Bull. Here's a ball of muscle, that man. Stokes. Kennedy. They're lining up in the middle. Here they go. Inside 50. Matty Campbell. Couldn't quite drag it in. He's got plenty of time, though. Just keeps paddling it forward. Kennedy again. Having a great game. This is better. The turnover from Tiwi from half back. Bit of a chaos ball inside, attacking 50. Might work at ground level.
I've got Harley putting Tanamiri over the back if they can win this ball.
Antonio James, Stokes, and the kick. And it's in the outer wing. It's Foster. Handballs to himself in the end, then goes off the deck. It goes again. So the other Foster in Brody gets a kick, top of the square. Joey Collinson, nice fist coming over the top. Keeps it in, no. Out of bounds, we'll have a boundary throw in.
Had a good guest come in at quarter time, Nick.
Buff Ewing.
Darren Ewing, the great man. Under over 800 goals in the NITV for NT Thunder. Having a run around with Banks in the Division 1 competition up here at the moment.
Cleaning up too, here's Foster, goes off the deck, great goal. And Foster, a bit too easy. Yeah, Buff Ewing. Great footy player.
I think Banks played last night. I think Ashton Hams, who South Fremantle Premiership player, who was playing with Tiwi last year. I think he might have played 1 or 2 games earlier on the year. Played for Banks as well. So I'm not quite sure if he's going to keep playing for Banks or whether he's going to go back to the Tiwi Bombers. Banks and Tiwi Bombers have got an arrangement with each other.
So Brodie Foster brings up his 4th goal of the game, and Darwin Buffaloes are now in front by 70 points with 8.5 minutes played.
Matty Campbell got 4 as well. Was he there, Nev?
He sure has.
Here's Ryan Pendlebury. Right behind him in the middle, the big body.
Yeah, he's doing all right, isn't he?
Chopped off, the kick going inside, attacking 50. Harley Purantanamiri up against it. Adam Tipper, what he says in the contest. Nice tackle from him coming over the back. Purantanamiri goes to ground. Stokes. Hunts McKenzie. It's a beautiful kick from him.
A great kick. If it was a metre either side, it would have been cut off.
Gurner Seaton in space. He's got Antonio James, ignores that, goes further afield. Joey Collinson. This is training drill setup. Have a look at that. They're lining up. Foster plays on the left and sprays it. Still in though. Foster, Matty Campbell. What's he going to do? Goes off the deck, misses it. Ball's still alive. Matty Campbell. Foster gets boots a ball. They made absolute hard work of it, but they got there in the end.
I was saying about Buffs making poor errors and still being able to clean up on it. It's a touch worrying.
Bit of sneezing action from our producer. Don't mind that. Adds a bit of life to the commentary, Nev, do you think?
Special effects.
Bit of sneezing.
We
I
bring
wouldn't
you
mind a
everything.
special effects thing for like a pause, like a, there's an audience in here, but there's not. Like just a fake crowd.
Yeah.
A few sound effects, Rick.
Would be handy.
The Benny Hill music. When there's a mistake, start bang, play the Benny Hill music. Back in the middle.
Oh my God, the music will be playing all the time for me.
Fitzgerald gets that tap down to the bus on that occasion.
A good grab.
And McKenzie. Oh, that was
That's
play
play
on.
on every day of the week.
That was play on. But the umpire said no, it wasn't. So here's Moroney. Right back pocket. Finds McKenzie. Goes with that elite boot, and he's got Aldridge out in time and space.
Good option. He went the longer option.
So Hoda keeps his feet. That's important, Rick.
I love a player that keeps his feet. You're not wrong. Yeah, Timmy Aldridge, another one having a pretty good year for Buffs.
Rick, tell me this. Who have the Pints women have this evening?
Pints women play last year's premiers, actually. So
Really?
Southern Districts.
I might get down there and have a look.
No worries.
You need a water boy? I think I'm registered with Busso.
Yeah?
I love running water. Revving people up. I don't think you can actually do that, but anyway, we'll cross that bridge later when we get to it.
Nick, I hear your phone's been ringing off the hook since you appeared in the NT News in your budgie smugglers.
My Instagram has grown by 10 followers overnight. Nev, 10 followers.
I'm so impressed.
If you want to follow me at home, at Nicholas O'Reilly, make sure you do.
Darwin's next male model.
Joey Collinson on the left. That's a nice kick off the boots, just across the face. It's out of bounds on the full, in fact.
I thought it was looking all right at the start.
It was, wasn't it? So it was like on the right trajectory. I know you've absolutely towed us up here today, Nev, with the chocolates you brought in.
Oh, I think it was the man or woman in the red suit that brought that in, not me. I can't take credit.
Who did? Someone else. I thought you brought this in.
No, it was. I was just joking that it was Santa Claus. Nick, you missed it.
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to kick you in
You've
the
got to write these
backside.
jokes down so you can prepare me for it.
Yeah.
Ball pops out over the back. Timmy Aldridge has a bit of space. Puts the afterburners on. Gets a handball away to Moroney. Moroney with the kick. Up to half forward in the Foster direction. Doesn't drag it in, though.
Done well, Darcy there. Very well done.
Absolutely. Darcy with the kick up to half forward. Austin Wanamiri tries to flick it on. Quite can't. Has Stokes on his hammer. Volleyball style there. Aussie Wanamiri gets the thing away. Tippy Mansamiri. The kick up into the goal square. It's a great goal. And a much-needed one for Tiwi to get one back.
Well done, young fella. Did really well. Alistair Darcy was the one from the back line, really got that forward. But Tipper Manamiri, I think it's the son of the coach, Shane Tipper Manamiri, young fella. He's wearing the same famous number as his father. And he's got a few moves like his dad as well, but looks of it.
He brings up his first goal, and the lead is now 70 points between Buffs and Bombers with 13 minutes played in the second quarter. Hope there'll be some more goals because it seems to lift them when they do get it.
Ryan Pendlebury just booted the ball towards the boundary line. Must be a bit flat, maybe, Rick.
Looks like it.
They're switching up balls.
Yeah, Tyson Tipper Manamiri played all his juniors at Buffs, I think it is, and then obviously now playing Tiwi Bobbins under his father.
Daniel Fitzgerald handing the ball back to the field umpire. Back in the middle again. Up in the air. Jack Monagatti, beautiful tap down. Paddy Heenan just couldn't. Goes without it. Here's Stokes. It's a bullet-like kick. Matty Campbell gets shoved out of the way. Nice kick up from Kennedy. The banana was across the face.
This is Matty Campbell, just a little sneaky little back tap.
He's very sneaky, isn't he? One of the sneakers. These chocolates have got to go. I'm going to throw them out the commentary box window. It's just too much going on.
I'm resisting.
I'll pop on 3 kegs by the end of this game. Don't want to be doing that. We just discovered, Rick, at quarter time, you and I on the same flight to Brisbane tomorrow.
Yes, we
Jeez,
are.
That's going to be a hoot, isn't it?
Will be fun. You're business class, though.
Yeah, I'm up the pointy end, mate. Where are you down the back?
NITV, you'd flying with them, wouldn't you, business class?
Yeah, no, they've got a big budget, so, decide to, have a look at that barrel.
Nick the golden child with the big mo.
Yes. Fitzgerald, Collinson, Coombs. It's a kick to Matty Campbell. That's a nice kick too. Matty Campbell out.
Are you going to have a go from here or not?
No, he has to. What's he going to do?
No.
Sanders the ball. That is a great kick.
What a kick.
Finds Foster.
Foster's going for his 6th goal.
Just the way I love the way he pulled that. He looked like he was having a shot, and then at the last second he's just pulled it and centred the footy. How many's Foster got?
He's got 5, so he's going for his 6th goal.
Brodie Foster, the man that's getting it absolutely done on the track today, gets into a nice little trot, and the kick is right. Absolutely move.
A very passionate spectator.
So the kick out, not quite wide enough in Monaghan direction, and the hooker, Pendlebury, fires it outwards. Here's big Jackie Monaghan, nearly cops one high. Coombs, head ripped off. Umpire says play on. The handball comes backwards to Aldridge.
Oh.
And he's turned that one over.
Usually a fairly good kick of the footy.
Corin Tanamiri. There's long down the line on the right. Oh, a big fly from the back. His Tipalura goes without it. Aldridge again has a second chance.
There's a skills.
Beautiful kick.
Used to, Timmy.
Mikey Coombs. And a bit of a standoff there in the end. Loudon. McKenzie. We're saying all the footwork today, Rick. Kick pops over the top. Tommy Clark. Dragging in, and that one's straight over the line, out of bounds on the full.
Where's Jalen Clark today, Nick? Is he still on the outer? Or?
I haven't seen him. I haven't even seen him around. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Tommy Clark's playing good footy.
Yeah, he's going right.
Good user of the ball. Tommy Clark, like him.
Ricky, who's impressed you out of both teams today so far?
I suppose Alistair Darcy, I think, in the back line, but God, the ball's been there a lot, so you're going to get a fair bit of the footy. Foster and Campbell haven't done anything wrong, have they, up forward? Jared Stokes, like normally out of the middle.
Fly from Foster was a good one, didn't get it though. His second effort's good, although he hands it straight to Paddy Heenan. He goes with a quick kick to the middle of the ground. Again, Buff's able to clean up. Lockie McKenzie sticks it on the right. That's a good kick. Might get over the back to Foster. That's a turnover. There's Michael Dunn at fullback. It's good enough to drag that one in. So Adam Tippermoody off half back. That's a good kick. Very attacking kick. If I can get it out. Hoda goes to ground. Oh yeah, they're away now. Through Braden Rioli. Just drops it. Oscar Watamiri. Nice footwork from that man. The kick to the top of the square. He's chopped off by Moroney. It was an exciting build-up, Rick.
Exciting, but now Eldridge has got about 400 metres in front of him. No one there. Tommy Clark's on the wing.
And finds that man. The mouthful of chocolate then, sorry. Stokes. Right half forward for the Darwin Buffaloes. Pushes it out. He's Loudon on the right. So out of bounds on ye olde full.
Sure, if Loudon was having a shot then, it had plenty of people in the front of the goal square.
When you're up by 72, Rick, what do you think? You don't really mind having a ping, or what's your thoughts as a coach?
I always reckon a bit of calmer. If you say the same sort of before, Matty Campbell did the team thing and centred it. I just reckon then before the next one, Foster should have probably centred. I just reckon it just keeps the momentum going if you continue to do the team thing.
Michael Dunn with a little pitching wedge over the top, and they're away, and they're inside attacking 50 with an absolute paddock. Yeah. Harley Purintatamir, he just sort of lost his feet. He keeps his feet though at this stage. Sticks it on the right around the corner. That is a...
Oh, my God.
Oh, holy heck. Good point, we'll say.
He was in the 50 by himself with no one near him, and he just didn't read the bounce very well.
The Darwin Buffaloes 13-7-85 to Tiwi Bombers 2-2-14. 71-point margin in the way of the Darwin Buffaloes. 20 minutes gone.
Unbelievable there. They've kicked it to Mackenzie. The umpire said bring it back, and then no one's even manned on Mackenzie since, even though the ball come back.
Here's Foster. The tune of Sean this time. Stokes. It's Kerner Seaton. Sticks it on the right. Foster in a one-on-one. Just over the top, though. Tiwi defence under pressure here. And again, Foster goes off the deck and gets his 6th from Remery Nev.
He sure did. He kicked his 6th.
Woolly dooly. He's having a day out. It's not even half time. 20 and a half minutes into the second, Ricky boy.
Probably at least another 5 minutes in this quarter as well.
Wow, last time we said that, Rick, the siren went. So
yeah, last time I said there's a go to 30.
Do you think Foster can get 10-plus goals today?
I reckon he'll get them comfortably.
What about 20? Can we go for 20, or is that just a bit like calm down?
I think the record in NTFL's 18, I think.
Oh, really? Who holds that?
It might be Norm Hagan, I think it might be. Norm Hagan or Dennis Dunn, I think.
Two legends of the game up here in the territory.
Actually, I'm wrong. I reckon it is. It's 21, I reckon.
21. 18 or 21 is still pretty impressive.
Hoda winning it out of the middle. Kennedy to Mackenzie. The old-fashioned 1-2. The kick
easy.
To Coombs, just out of his reach.
Bit of magic here, Matty.
Matty Campbell. Matty Campbell paddles it to Coombs, centres the ball, but it's all Tiwi. And Hooker. To the tune of Nick Hooker. So Tiwi looking just to try and control things here for a tick. Well, it's something they haven't done well today.
A little bit of space here.
Maroney. Too easy. Finds Hoda. Has Mackenzie over the top. Finds him now. And Lockie Mackenzie can get into a canter, stick the ball inside, attacking 50, and Stokes all out by himself. Goma can have a set shot, Rick.
Yes, Stokes got plenty of the footies, haven't it? Fairly good year. Be one of the favourites, I reckon, going to the Nichols medals. Only 6 games after Christmas, isn't there?
Is that?
Wow.
I can smell the finals from here.
Of course, we've got the rep game, so that, no one plays on the rep game, so that's probably why there's only 6 games after finals.
The rep game happening on the 23rd of January.
Glenelg Footy Club coming up and playing Northern Territory representative side. First time in 13 years.
Jared Stokes sticks that one through, and I think he gets his first.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, the rep game is going to be exciting, Rick.
Yeah, I hope it gets back to, in the old days, it used to be the thing we all look forward. We all wanted to win a premiership was our number one thing we wanted to do, but the second thing was trying to make the rep side was the next one. So it stopped. NT Thunder sort of come in, and they didn't play any rep footy for 13 years, and she's back this year.
Do you know much about your Sandful? Like, is Glenelg a bit of a powerhouse at the moment?
I think they won it. Not last year. I think Woodville West Torrens won it last year. I think they won it the year before that.
Yeah.
Actually. So, yeah, they're a strong footy side. There's no doubt whatsoever. Yeah. Very famous one, Stephen Kernan, a lot of Peter Motley, a lot of champions have come from the Bays.
Kernahan famously sung "Stand By Your Man" on a Mad Monday. One of the great covers, renditions, or whatever you want to call it. Up inside attacking 50. Kennedy.
Bryce Gibbs might have signed with Glenelg this year, actually.
Is that right? Be good to see Gibbsy up here playing. Foster.
Might be wrong about that. I know he's from Glenelg there.
That ball's out. Over the line, we'll have boundary throw it.
Talking about the rep games, Ricky, what was one of your most memorable game that you could remember watching? Because I've heard so many exciting things about it.
I reckon the best rep game, although it wasn't an NTL, when Collingwood played the Aboriginal All-Stars in the first ever game, that was an unbelievable game. Just real. Dennis Dunn, I can remember, kicked 5 goals. That was probably a game that I really enjoyed. I suppose that wasn't the question was the NT one that springs to mind. I just wondered about rep games. Remember Fremantle played here in the wet. Devon Perry was best on ground. The St Mary's player is another one that springs to mind.
Well, I know some girls who thought he was quite hot in the day. Dev and Perry.
Tell him that. A good mate of mine. I usually ring him around Christmas. I'll let him know.
Let him know. The girls still talk about him.
It's Ethan Counsellor. That's a nice kick. It's half forward. Austin Montemiri goes to ground. Moroney mopping up. He's had a good quarter. Has Kevy Moroney. Paulie Campbell had Kennedy on. Goes to him now. And Max Kennedy. There's Joey Collinson down the line. Oh, it's not fitty, is it? No. So Joey Collinson, long and deep to Foster direction. Fly, can't drag it in. Hooker. He goes backwards and they're away here, Tiwi. Austin Montemiri on the wing. Takes that one.
And the siren has sounded right here at TIO Stadium in Darwin. Darwin Buffaloes currently lead the Tiwi Bombers 15-7-97, 2 goals to 14. And the leading goal kickers at the moment for Darwin Buffaloes, Brodie Foster has 6 goals and Matt Campbell 4. We'll be back after this short break here on NITV.
Love exploring the territory? If you do, it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling costs. So get out there and explore. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Absolutely zero.
Zero.
Yeah, definitely.
It has to be zero.
Yes. Yep.
Absolutely.
I don't think that's asking too much.
Domestic violence is everybody's business.
And it's not just the physical abuse, it's the things we don't see.
It is hurting our families. It is killing our families.
A lot of people have been silent to this fact, and I think it's about time we all speak up together and say no more to this form of abuse.
No more.
No more. No more family violence.
No more to the family violence.
No more. No more.
No more.
Time to escape, 'cause I'm in need of warmer weather. Sail upon the stream to find there's someplace better. And I'm going far and wide.
Great Northern Brewing Co. The beer from up here.
On territory roads, anything can happen. So you need to drive to the conditions. Speeding can get you into all sorts of trouble. Dirt roads aren't just dusty. When it's hard to see, they're dangerous. At water crossings, remember, you're driving a motor car, not a boat. High water can be deep trouble. All sorts of animals can be on the road, so watch out. And if the weather is bad, slow down, you mob. Drive to the conditions and arrive in good condition.
The time to kickstart your business is now. Get your message across with the experienced local TV production team at Kick Digital. Cost effective, rapid turnaround, exceptional service. Kick Digital. Television production energized.
CFS Schoolwear is the perfect choice for quality custom-made school uniforms. Ideal for all school-related activities. 50 or 500 students, we have what you need. Contact CFS Gear for your free CFS Schoolwear quote today.
Getting my hands on the footy and just being with my mates.
I like being outdoors. It just makes me happy. I don't like it when I get yelled at.
It's pretty embarrassing when someone's shouting at you halfway through the game.
It makes me feel like I'm useless and I can't do anything.
We're just kids.
We're just here to have fun.
Let us do what we love.
Just let kids be kids.
AFL Northern Territory would like to remind spectators that congregating at the team huddles is not permitted during the breaks.
The NTFL clubs and umpires would like to share the following events and messages and thank their sponsors for the 2021 TIO NTFL season. For more information, please visit the relevant club or umpire's Facebook page.
Half-time is just about to get underway here at TIO Stadium in Darwin for the NTFL clash between Darwin Buffaloes and Tiwi Bombers. Scores, as you heard the sirens, it's just about to get underway. Nick O'Reilly.
Here we go. Back in the middle, Jack Monagatti. It's Lockie McKenzie winning it out of the middle, though. Stokes, the kick inside, chopped off on that occasion by Darcy. That's a nice kick in the middle of the ground. They're away through Adam Tipperwoody, has a bounce. Fends off one, should have another bounce, doesn't. Puts a kick in, attacking 50. But a bit of miscommunication back there from the Tiwi offenders, and that one's gone over the line. We'll have a boundary throw in. Ricky Boy.
Yes, Alistair Darcy again with another defensive 50 rebound. He's played a pretty good game for a guy under a lot of heat.
Absolutely, it's coming in thick and fast into the Tiwi defensive 50. Ball thrown back in the outer pocket. Jack Monagatti in that tap down, and that mark is taken by Tipia Mantamiri. Signalling to the umpire he's going to have a ping. Will kick from just inside 50. No stuffing around here. Umpire telling him to come around now. Lloyd Farmer runs past for the handball. Centres the ball. Tipperwoody just drops a mark. Unfortunately for Tiwi. Aldridge just bangs it out there. Joey Collinson with quick hands to Max Kennedy. Left half back. Darwin Buffaloes. The kick to the outer wing. Loudon fires a handball backwards. Now they're away. Loudon keeps that. It's good gut running from Loudon. Inside attacking 50. Handball, no one there for the Buffaloes though. And Paddy Heenan will mop up for the Tiwi Bombers. Finds Farmer. Centre half back. Has options on the outer side. Heads that way. So they just go off the deck here. Armat fires a handball back to McKenzie and then finds Stokes. Comes into the middle of the ground. Maxi Kennedy's lining up there. So Max Kennedy winds around on the right. The kick. The Foster direction. Oh, he pulls the mark out. Out of nothing, really. Well, out of his Khyber pass in the end, really, Ricky Boy.
Yeah, well, I think when your confidence is up, you put the mitts out and they just stick.
They stick. He'll go back and have a set shot from about 30 out, straight in front.
Well, number 7, I think he's looking at.
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to read my writing, guys.
Yeah, it's goal. This will be for goal 7, Nev. I think you're right. So Maxi Kennedy on the approach and steers that one through from behind.
It's an interesting week of footy. A lot of people that come up to play footy up here, and a lot of footballers head home. So and the airfares are absolutely through the roof at the moment. So a lot of players have left a bit earlier. Yeah, so a lot of teams are a bit depleted. There's other teams as well where people that are playing SANFL football or waffle football have actually returned back to Darwin, and they're playing this weekend as well.
It's a nice kick. Monagatti, although, drops it. Pressure coming from Mikey Coombs, runs him over the line. Another boundary throw in. And 60 around from the Darwin Buffaloes goal.
After this game, there'll be a break for Christmas time. What do you think of that, Ricky?
Yeah, 2-week break. It's sort of funny when I was playing up here, I'd watch the play for a bit.
Mikey Coombs. Oh, a nice tackle coming from behind him. Umpire blindsided on that occasion. Maxi Kennedy sticks that one straight out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, I think I played a game on December 27. I definitely played a game on January 2, so we didn't used to have a break. You just used to playing all the way through. But when I was coaching, I just couldn't wait to have a break. So I think it's a good thing. I think football's a lot more busier these days. So
everyone will come back more refreshed.
Yeah, I'm all pro having a break these days.
Ali Purantatamiri turning that one over.
Foster seems pretty confident here.
Yeah, he's a good user of the ball. Foster. Kick from just inside 50, hard up against the boundary line, sticks it on the left, across the face. It's been played, Matty Campbell out the back, Foster flies and they rush that one through for another minor.
can remember I was playing at one stage at Saints. We had a pretty good side, and it was really frowned upon that you went home for Christmas. So times have certainly changed.
Adam Tipperwoody, right half back, sticks it up to the wing. Good contest there. Moroney fires out the handball. Antonio James, Hoda, lowers the eyes, and a free kick downfield. Yeah, what's going on here? The Tiwi Waterboy getting in the way of the play. So that's a 50. Not really what Tiwi wanted, I wouldn't have thought. But Ryan Pendlebury, I think he's not on the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, he's kicked one goal so far.
Of course he has. Everyone's kicking goals today.
Quite a lot of Buffalo's players. You can think they're all laughing. They all wanted to kick, arguing over whether it was the person that had the ball at the time or Pendlebury who ended up getting it from the kick. So.
Ryan Pendlebury on the left, steers it through for his second, and extend that lead out again.
Sure does. He extends it out to 85 points.
The brother of Collingwood captain and champion Ryan Pendlebury has certainly been a big pickup for Buffaloes this season. I think he played last year as well. I think the Waterboy there putting in a good shepherd.
So a pretty fair call then.
Bit harsh on him. It's hard to get volunteers these days, so we won't be too hard on him.
Yeah, you're right. Pendlebury, he made his debut in 2019-20 as a fly-in, but seems to have relocated here for the 2021 season.
Like 200 other footballers from Melbourne when COVID hit.
Monagatti winning the tap down. Loudon putting the fend off on Monagatti. He's a big unit. That was pretty hard. Stokes inside 50. Mikey Coombs takes the mark. 45 out. On a slight angle. I don't mind him from there.
Nick, has he scored a goal or hasn't he? What's your guess?
No, he hasn't.
He has.
Has he?
Coombs?
Yes, he has.
Really?
Yep.
Geez, my memory's shot.
Mine is usually, but I am taking notes today.
You're on.
Oh, that's play on.
Play on. So 91-point margin as it stands. 7.5 gone. Mikey Coombs. 48 metres out. The kick is a point.
Ricky, what would the coaches have said to each of their teams at halftime?
I think Buffs just got to keep your work rate up. Like, it looks like they're going to win this game 200 by 200 points, so you can't be disappointed with that. So, yeah, Tiwi, just the same message. I think they just got to try and run and carry and put a bit more pressure on her, what I would like to see.
Antonio James cutting that one off. That's a dangerous kick in the middle. It gets cut off there by Nick Hooker. Had nothing on. Usually you want to go quick in those instances, but didn't have a lot on, and they've stuffed this up. Bit of holding on going on. Timmy Aldridge flicks it backwards. Clever flick. And Paddy Heenan gets wrapped up in the tackle, and they say my ball. It's right up. Good decision by the umpire then. So about 60 out from the Tiwi goal. McKenzie just takes it out of the ruck, gets a quick kick away. Jack Monagatti chops it off for the Bombers. It's a handball away too. And the umpire says we'll throw that one in. Paulie Campbell and Jack Monagatti having a crack at each other. After that last contest, umpire throws this one in. Nice tap down. Paddy Heenan. Brent Tatamiri. Antonio James playing good game, this young fella. Just chopped a few off in that position. Foster. Stokes. It's dragged down without it. Here is that man, Paulie Campbell. Plays on, sticks it on the left, looking for his brother. Not quite there. Foster kicks down in front. Plenty of pressure coming over the back. Matty Campbell. Oh, does very well. Matty Campbell paddles it to Foster. Foster on the right, around the corner. There's a point.
Missed a few this quarter, Buff.
Yeah, so far they have 11 behinds.
Senior hooker, he was on social media, not having a big kick. I reckon he's a huge kick of the football from the Gawler region. The social media posts go viral this year when he kicked the ball past the centre of the ground. So when it from a fullback kick out, so I would have liked to have seen him have a crack at that.
Councillor flying from the back and sucking that one in. There's the handball backwards. Ali points Hatamiri down the line. That's a nice kick. Just through the hands down there of Cancilla. We'll have a boundary throw in.
Canciller plays for the Tapalinga Superstars in the Tiwi Bombers League. I should say the Tiwi League, not the Tiwi Bombers League.
Have you ever attended a Tiwi Island grand final?
I've been to a few. They're good. I really enjoyed them. Yeah.
Councillor fires the handball out to Cantilla, sticks it on the right, up to half forward for Tiwi, but it's all Darwin Buffaloes down there. Antonio James quick with the hands, just over Kennedy's head. Here's Cantilla again, the quick kick in attacking 50. No one's home for Tiwi though. It's all the Darwin Buffaloes. Kicks come out. Here's Xavier Grant trying to get on the end of it. It's run down, gets a handball away. Colonel Seaton arrives in support, soccers it forward. Keeping it moving forward too. Who's that young man? Pulls the kick across. Pendlebury. Kennedy. Touch ball, play on. Pressure from behind. That's good pressure too from Tiwi. It's Kennedy again, following up his own work. McKenzie comes across. Antonio James got time and space. Gets to 48. The kick is another point.
Good off the boot.
So I'll tell you what, I was having a look at the cricket at half-time, Rick, and India got bowled out for like 30-odd.
Saw that.
What?
Yeah.
Coley.
That's crazy.
Going back to the Tiwi Bombers grand final, I went to one like a long time ago. I talked 20-something years ago, and it was just so unique back then. Like
big fly from Adam Tipperwoody.
And a cramp.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that's the sort of things you would see at the grand final. Not the cramp.
But back in those days, you had no fence on the oval, so there was just dogs everywhere all over the oval, and if a spectator wanted to walk across the oval, they just walked straight across the oval. They wouldn't walk around the oval. It was absolutely unique. There was trees. The ball would get kicked and it'd hit a tree and ricochet off, but I think the uniqueness of that now is, they've got fences on the oval, players wear boots. I think people just don't walk straight across the oval. There's less dogs. There is dogs. I've actually played with Coach St Mary's and there's been dogs on the oval, so that does still happen, but maybe not as many as there used to be.
You just got to watch those dogs if they're cheeky dogs.
Foster, right in front of the commentary box.
Maybe Campbell in space.
So Hoda doesn't have much on. Dances around a few, creates a bit of time. And that ball jumped off. Disappointing kick in the end. So Alistair Darcy having a good game today. Roy Farmer, left half back for Tiwi Bombers. Looking for options towards the boundary line, has nothing. That's a nice kick to the outer side. And a drop mark though. Paulie Campbell there. Paddles it back to Loudon. Joey Collinson sells some nice candy but gets wrapped up. Umpire says play on, did the 360. So here's Pendlebury. Gets to 50. Just pokes it over the top. Matty Campbell's all on his own. And then he sticks through another one.
Matty Campbell brings up his 5th goal in style as always.
What great vision by Pendlebury. Instead of blazing away, he's just pulled his kick. And we'll see it here. Good hardball win by Matt. But you see he could easily blaze away. He just got to make that tackle too. He could blaze away, but just spots up Matty. And he could probably do a somersault and still kick that goal. So.
The old somersault goal.
And guys, the lead has extended to 100 points. With 14 minutes played in the 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Free kick going the way of Darwin Buffaloes. So Ryan Pendlebury receives the handball. The kick in the Foster direction, gets over the top. Mikey Coombs fires out the handball to Joey Collinson. As Brody Foster goes with the hands to Matty Campbell, sticks it on the left, top of the square, set up, Loudon. Can't quite suck it in. And that one's hit the behind post. We'll have a boundary throw-in. So they throw it in. Dangerous position here for Tiwi. Jack Monagatti gets to the front spot. It's the ball back towards the boundary line. They keep it in, no. Over the line. We'll have another boundary throw-in. So the ball thrown back in now. Monagatti and a Farmer. Quick kick out of it's a smothered ball though. Paulie Campbell punches it forward. Foster behind.
Oh, they've got to get that lady on the coaching staff.
Absolutely.
Well, everything she says is correct. I think she'd be a good coach.
She's spot on the money, isn't she?
I wonder who she is.
Nick Hooker.
Might be Mary Dunn, maybe, the power broker of the Tiwi Islands football.
60-man to Miri gets run down in the tackle from Armat. That's good pressure.
But whoever she is, I'm loving her work.
Yes, he's spot on the money. Everything that comes out of her mouth is correct.
Ryan Pendlebury comes across the ground towards the commentator's box. Antonio James. To Stokes. Has Kennedy around the corner, is it? Loudon.
He's kept it in.
Goes with the banana and sticks it straight through. Well done, Nick Loudon.
Brings up his first goal and the Buffs 18th.
Yeah, it's never about the famous or a game that stuck into my head. Just at half-time I was thinking about it. I can remember NT were playing Geelong one day. It was before, I think, we stopped. It was the last game that we played the AFL sides because they were just becoming too professional and too good. And Billy Brownless played and absolutely turned it on. I think he kicked about 10 or 12 goals or something. But I'll never get three-quarter time. A lady from the community walked out and snuck out past security, and then security saw the moment. They let it go, and she was trying to get a photo with Gary Ablett. And Malcolm Blight was addressing the Geelong side, and he could spot the moment as well. And he's calling Gary Ablett over, and Malcolm Blight pointed to Gary Ablett and told him to go over in the middle of a three-quarter time address.
No way.
Gary Ablett walked over. The crowd it was in front of the Morris Rioli grandstand. The crowds just absolutely erupted. It was unbelievable at Malcolm Blight that he was able to spot the moment for it to happen.
Stokes in the Foster direction. Sorry, Ricky.
And Gary Ablett was just absolutely superb. And if you Googled it, I reckon if you Googled Gary Ablett in Darwin, it's a great photo. It's the front page of the NT News the next day. And it was a really famous moment, I thought, of football up here.
You're giving me goosebumps thinking about it, and I just think that's real deadly. My cheeks are sore from smiling about it.
Tippy-man to Mary.
I'm going to Google it.
Out wide to Purintana Miri. Goes off a deck.
That would have been good if it hit someone.
Bradley Stokes mopping up back there for the Darwin Buffaloes. Sticks the ball over to right half back, finds Antonio James. Gets himself into a bit of trouble, the young man. Good enough to get the handball out to Grant. The kick up to centre wing. It's a bit of a stinker. Roy Farmer. Good tackle coming from Tommy Clark.
Tommy Clark from a rugby league background. Pendlebury's got leather poisoning this quarter, hasn't he?
He sure does. Pendlebury goes with the handball over the top. Kenneth Seaton to Stokes. Gets around it too easy. Straightens up. The kick is a Golski. Well done to that Jared Stokes, the captain, Darwin Buffaloes captain, champion.
Contributing with his second goal for the game.
Still a little bit too easy, that one. Yeah, it was... with that, when Malcolm Blight was addressing him, it was you just see he had a wry smile on his face. It was a great moment. Speak to Gray Morris during the week from the NT News, see if he can dig up the photo, because I think it was. I remember it being on the front page the next day of the NT News. Great moment, I thought, in territory footy. And Geelong, as I said, Geelong absolutely annihilated the territory that day, and we then started playing SANFL teams and waffle teams because it just AFL football had become too professional, just too professional. They started training in October. So back in the early days, I think pre-season started about the 12th of January, so we were playing them 2 weeks after they started pre-season. But as it got more professional, they were just too fit and too good.
Purun Mary goes sideways to Paddy Heenan, sticks it on the right. That's a nice looking kick. Quite drag in though. Kenneth Seaton comes across the ground to McKenzie, fumbles, but all the time in the world though. Pendlebury. Nice handball inboard, finds McKenzie, the kick, inside attacking 50, Foster in a run-on-one, gets rid of his opponent, gets into space, nice tackle coming from behind. Umpire circling and says my ball. They haven't paid many holding the balls today, Rick, have
No,
they?
they haven't, but I don't reckon Tiwi have, I wouldn't say they've tackled real well. And Buffaloes have had the ball most of the time.
Monagatti winning that one down to hooker, Paddy Heenan. One's Adam Tipamudi. Has been pretty good today, Adam Tipamudi.
Yeah, this time last year he signed with North Melbourne. Unfortunately, he didn't get to. He went down there and started training, but unfortunately, he didn't get to play because of COVID hitting.
Give him another crack, Rick, or
not that I've heard at this stage.
Hoda.
Money's a little bit tighter now, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. That kick coming to Foster. He's dropped the mark. Nice pressure coming from the Tiwi defence. Mikey Coombs gets ripped out of a tackle. Paddy Heenan runs into trouble. It's a handball away. Good pressure here from Coombs. They run it over the line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
Ricky, how would you rate this current season compared to others, like in the way of quality?
There's certainly better footballers have come up, but I don't think it's any better. I know there's better depth. The Div 1 is significantly better. There's no questions there, I don't think. But I was expecting it to be significantly better standard, but I don't believe it's that much of a better standard of football this year compared to any other year. I think it's more probably wide open. It's probably something, like Nightcliff were winning pretty easy in the past. I don't think it's they're still in a window, but I don't think it's theirs. St Mary's certainly in the mark, Wanderers, and a lot will depend on players. I know a lot of really good players have got to return now to Christmas to start VFL training or waffle training or SANFL training. So it'll be the clubs that can keep their list together. It'll be the ones that'll be around the mark.
McKenzie with the bullet-like kick to Matty Campbell. Just can't drag it in. Jack Monagatti with a quick kick out of trouble. Only fans Johnny Tipalura. Left half back for the Tiwi Bombers. Sticks it on the right down the line. That's a nice kick. Beautiful kick. Tiffy Mantamiri to Austin Wanamiri. Harley Purantanamiri gets held up. She's an umpire too, that lady down there. She's right. I'm with her. Here's Jarrett Stokes seeing him put the jets on. Keeps his feet with a somersaulting, handstands, sort of yoga sort of pose and setup. Mikey Coombs to Loudon. Pops it over the top. Tommy Clark. Easy as you like.
Too easy.
Just sticks it straight through. Goal number...
Is that for Tommy Clark?
1.
His first goal.
Yes, Tommy boy.
I just wonder if an AFL club could, that lady downstairs could get her in a consultancy basis. Just on the money with everything.
So with Tommy Clark getting that goal, I think that's like the 9th scorer for Buffaloes in this game.
There you go. Everyone's having a crack. So you and I should be out there, Rick. I don't know why Cammy Stokes hasn't, put the call out.
Well, why don't you two go downstairs, bring that deadly lady who's doing all the commentary down there upstairs, and, love to call it on you guys.
Well, they could, Tiwi could cut her voice up during the week and say, now do this. Do what she says.
If anyone knows who that lady is, message us. She is so deadly.
Kick. Oh, Councillor nearly drags one in. Purantana Mary around the corner. That's a nice kick off the boot. It just bounces off the chest of young Adam Tipperwoody.
That scoreline has really extended. And just like that, it's the end of the quarter. Darwin Buffaloes currently lead 2013 133 to Tiwi Bombers 2-3-15. Here from TIO Stadium in Darwin, part of NITV's coverage of the NTFL 2020-21 season. We'll be back after this break with some more footy.
Love exploring the territory? If you do, it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling costs. So get out there and explore. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Head on in to Kazali's Palmerston Club. Business meetings, coffee breaks, or just unwinding, Kazali's has you covered. It's the perfect spot for a catch-up with friends, with stylish function areas suitable for any occasion. Sensational meals. Our family-friendly bistro has plenty of delicious options. All the latest machines in our modern gaming room. Get around the pool tables and prove your skills. Fancy a flutter? We've got full betting facilities available. Kazali's Palmerston Club, making a difference.
So we can feel forever, yeah, feel together, real together. No one can stop. No one can stop. Nothing can ever bring me down. Time to escape, 'cause I'm in need of warmer weather. Sail upon the stream to find there's someplace better. And I'm going far and wide.
Great Northern Brewing Co. The beer from up here.
Intersport, new concept store now open in Casuarina Square. Come in and check out a world-class shopping experience.
Dedicated sports zones.
Now stocking only the biggest brands in tennis, cricket, fitness from treadmills to benches, boxing, swimming, darts, pool and table tennis. For awesome service and advice, come in and see it. Still locally owned and operated, the all-new Intersport concept store.
Now open at Casuarina Square.
AFL Northern Territory would like to remind spectators that congregating at the team huddles is not permitted during the breaks.
Third quarter's about to get underway at TIO Stadium in Darwin. Darwin Buffaloes lead 118 points to Tiwi Bombers. In the commentary team are your team of Nick O'Reilly, yes, the man who's in the Northern Territory News today, in his Speedos, and Ricky Nolan and Nev McEwen. Good to have you along here on NITV's coverage of the NTFL 2020-21 season.
Thanks, Nifty Nev.
Anytime,
Good
Russ.
opener from you.
I try.
Living the dream, aren't you? Have a look at you.
I know.
Here we go, about to get underway.
With you two deadly fellas.
The final quarter. It's Monagatti winning it down, but Pendlebury has been paid for a throw here. Now they're away through the middle of the ground. That's a nice sort of mark there from Purantatamiri.
Yeah, good grab, Harley. Good start, Tiwi. Straight out of the middle. Well done.
So he'll be lining up for the Tiwi's third goal of the game. We'll kick from about 42 out on the approach. The kick is good. Well done, Harley Purantatamiri.
He brings up his first goal for Tiwi Bombers. That's a quick goal in the fourth quarter.
Just need a quick 17 more. 17, 18 unanswered goals.
If they did it that quick, they could do it.
Yeah. Absolutely, they could. Let's see what happens here. We could be looking at one of the all-time great comebacks.
Harley Tipper-Mountamiri, I reckon he's had a good game for a young kid. I think he's only about 17 years of age and played fairly well. Delivered that footy into their forward line.
So ball thrown back up. Jack Monagatti has been dominating the ruck all day. Aussie Wanamiri fires out the handball. Purantatamiri runs into a bit of trouble. Sticks it on his non-preferred. Kick up to half forward. Grant, Stokes, Loudon lining up at half back. Comes to left half back now. Finds Paulie Campbell. No, he doesn't have much on, but he sticks it over the top in the end. Maxi Kennedy drops a mark he'd often take. Gets around Paddy Heenan a bit too easy. Up to Sean Foster. Protects the drop of the ball well. Fires out the handball to Joey Collinson. 50 metres on the boundary. The kick to the top of the square. Foster. Suck it in. Ball still alive though. Tiwi, we're looking to...
look
he's Matty Campbell. Look how quick he is. A flash. He goes to ground. A quick snap out of the pack there. Roy Farmer stands underneath it. Joey Collinson around the corner. It's a point. Hey, Umpy, as we heard that lady say, I think she was right.
Hey Google, it can be Hey Umpy.
We need to get we need to get her in the box one though. We need to find out who she is. Get her up here. Next Tiwi game.
Jared Stokes is on the bench, or not? On the interchange at the moment.
I don't reckon we do that, Nick. We'll lose our job.
Absolutely. Hoder on the right. That is a nice goal from that young man.
Very good.
Kicks goal number 2.
Hoder has 2 goals.
Yes, nice.
Money.
Well done, Rick. Good memory from you. Been getting in the Christmas spirit recently, Ricky boy, like Christmas parties and whatnot?
No, I've had a few work ones. This week's been a bit quiet.
No Mitchell Street.
Something on every week. No, he was the king of Mitchell Street the other week.
No Mitchell Street this week.
Did I get you into trouble with your partner?
No, I went to the beachfront on Wednesday night, actually.
Did you?
To watch the boxing fight, actually.
Oh, yeah. Was that, what was that?
Gallen.
Oh, Gallen. He won easy, didn't he?
Yeah. Actually, it wasn't on. I got there and there was a massive storm come through, knocked the satellite out and no one could watch it.
Welcome to Darwin.
Welcome to Darwin.
The pub was absolutely chockers and the satellite knocked the feed out.
No. Nick Hooker out of the middle. Antonio James stands underneath it, gets worried out of it. Bit too easy on this occasion.
Again, I didn't tell my wife. I said that it went forever. Didn't finish to 11.
Hope she's listening right now.
Paddy Heenan fires the handball back to Harley Purantatamiri, but he wasn't there. Paddy Heenan. It's Harley Purantatamiri again.
Tiwi.
Oh,
keep going.
Wheeling it forward. Keep it in.
Well, they've got one here.
That's nice. Adam Tipperwoody takes the mark. Plays on. I don't know why, but sticks it on the right and sticks it through.
It's extremely unconventional footy, but I like it.
But it works.
But when Tiwi play that way, that's when they seem... I reckon today they've kicked too much down the line instead of trying to use their leg speed and kick the 45s and switch. And it's more the Tiwi type footy. As I said, no one ever... What Adam does here... No football team or no football player in Australia does this. They take a mark 10 metres out. You'll see here. Now, who plays on from there? But I reckon that's when Tiwi are playing their best footy, when they're doing that sort of stuff.
Well, it worked because Adam Tipperwoody got his first goal and Tiwi Bombers fourth for the game.
It's Dean Rioli and Brenton Toy.
See Dean back in Darwin and helping out his Tiwi Bombers.
Was he based in Melbourne?
I think he was, and then Dean played in the first ever game for the Tiwi Bombers as a player. He just finished at Essendon. Come up and Bombers played St Mary's, actually. And Bombers won by about 3 goals, and Dean killed him that day.
Gee, he was a good player, wasn't he?
Dean was best, I reckon. Willie Rioli Sr. was one of the better players that day as well.
Lots of good footballers have come out of the Tiwi Islands.
Fitzgerald wins the tap down on that occasion. Was Purintatameri. Goes with the barrel. It's a big barrel too. Austin out the back. Can't quite get there. Bradley Stokes, left-footed to Jared Stokes. There's a cross ground. It's got Antonio James in time and space. Gets the ball up to Kernoth Seaton. Just in the blink of an eye, we're inside attacking 50. He's going to run it back onto it again. No, Matty Campbell can't quite keep it in front. Follows up with a nice tackle.
Good little
the raging ball. Yeah, flicks it backwards. This is good. Nick Loudon sells a bit of candy. Gets the ball over the top. Kernoth Seaton goes backwards again to Loudon. They're just stuffing around now.
I reckon, when the disposal count comes out in the NT News on during the week, I reckon Loudon would have had 30 to 40.
Stokes on the left, around the corner. Foster, second grab, not quite. Farmer just bangs it out of there quickly. And does well, and it's Tippy Mantamiri. Over to Hooker.
Kick it long. Everyone says he can kick a mile. I want to see him kick it long. It's looking sideways.
That's a nice kick. Crossfield, that's Cantilla. Harley Purintatamiri's been good today. Has Councillor long down the line. Goes further afield. It's a nice, beautiful, well-weighted kick. It's Clancy Purintatamiri. Goes with the barrel outside of the boot. Just stays in.
Stayed in.
It's extraordinary scenes. Tommy Clark keeps it in. Foster with a nice tap on. Hoda. Kennedy. He's been good again today, Kennedy. Well chopped off there by Roy Farmer. On the right, long down the line. Cantilla. Doesn't have a lot going on. It's a clever kick though, Michael Dunn. It's out of his reach. So around the corner they go. That's a beautiful goal there from Cecil Purintatamiri.
He brings up his first goal and the fifth for the Bombers. Scores are Darwin Buffaloes 21-14, 140 to Tiwi Bombers 5-3-33. So 107 points difference.
Again, it's a bit unconventional. Just a sideways kick. I like it. And Cecil Purintatamiri. Very good finish. Number 47, here we go, guys. Number 47, how do you pronounce that? Barry
Alungara.
Oh, yeah, now my question is, I'm not an expert on Tiwi surnames, but I wouldn't say that is a Tiwi surname.
No,
Nick,
I don't think so.
You've lived in a lot of communities. Where would you say that name's from?
I've got no idea. I don't think it'd be a Tiwi one, though.
That's why I'm asking. I've just never
not an Arnhem Land, not an Arnhem Land, or...
Might be West Arnhem.
Let me see if I can find out.
One goes over the line.
You just called him earlier on, Nick, and I thought that's a very that Tiwi name. Now, I'm not an expert on it. I'm okay with it, but it was Not a name that I've heard from the Tiwi Islands.
No, I got nothing here about that, only that he's played in the NTFL Men's Premier League game with Bombers since 2010.
Might have to do a bit of homework on the young man. Counsellor gets one high. Yeah, it's coming back. Tiwi have rocked up 3/4 too late, Rick.
They're a bit promising.
They've looked all right.
So Ethan Counsellor going for his first goal.
The big boy, Ethan Counsellor.
From Narracoi in Victoria.
Sticks it on the right, and that is a point.
Still goalless.
Narracoi, South Australia.
Victoria, no? I think.
I can't. I'm going to say South Australia.
I reckon it's Victoria.
I think you know someone, Rick. His Stokes all the time in the world here. Pendlebury on the left. Just gets over the top to Antonio James. Has Mikey Coombs long down the line. Heads in that direction now. Just overcooks it. No. Tommy Clark. He's got Coombs running out wide. Here he goes. Gets to 55. The kick just over the top of Matty Campbell's hands.
Foster. Oh, a good little toe poke.
That was nice. That's a dangerous kick. Might work out though. Harley Purin's had a Miri there in support. Heads that way now. It's ripped off the ball. Didn't really have it. Big fly at the back. Johnny Tipalura can't quite drag it in. Timmy Aldridge to Grant. Timmy Aldridge cops one high, as he does a lot of the time. I'm saying to just take a bit of time off the clock here. Had Stokes, ignored that, goes across field. Kevin Moroney out in space. McKenzie has a bounce, does the big boy. Still about 65, sticks it in, turnover. I want to get that one quickly out of there, which they do. This might work out all right.
Forward there.
From Wanamiri.
Foot race.
Here we go, a foot race. Man, Tippy Mantamiri and Armat looking for the high free kick and just get someone over the line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
We've been talking... Yeah, go on, sorry,
I'd love
Ricky.
to see Adam tip a Woody on the end of that. I reckon he would have won the foot race.
Ricky, I want to ask you about NT-Rep footy. We've been talking about it. It's been 15 years. How significant is it for, some of those players who may not know how special it is?
Yeah, I hope that's going to be interesting because it has been virtually a generation that's been away. So
Harley Crone's had a Mary around the corner is the point.
Going to be a generation that haven't seen it, so they won't know how significant it was. So whether they get Michael McLean or Russell Jeffries or these sort of people in to try and sell it, I think Chris Bucks, the coach, I don't even know if he saw it, back in the day. So. It was, as a player, everyone's aim was to get into that side. You wanted to win it. Of course, you wanted to win a flag. That was your number one thing. But you really wanted to make that rep side just because it was 10,000 people. It was a massive day. And you got to play against AFL players back in the day.
Well, Matty Campbell and Paulie Campbell just handballing at brothers back and forth to each other. They would have done that a lot growing up.
Oh, look, he's got the ball. Can he get it?
What's this goal for Nevi?
Goals number 7. If Nevi's got it right.
Yes, I reckon you do, Nev. Back yourself in.
Okay, I will.
I reckon Tiwi won the quarter, so they can take something positive out of that. To this stage, I will say.
Brodie Foster sticks it on the left, tight angle. He's put that through for a point.
Still remains on 6 goals, but that's still a pretty good effort.
Good day out.
21-15, 141, 2 Buffaloes, Tiwi Bombers, 5-5-35. 13 minutes played in the final quarter.
See that? I love that. Just energising the footy from behind. It's better football, Tiwi.
Michael Dunoff half back. Well done, Timmy Aldridge. Have a look at that. As calm as you like. Tommy Clark. And Matty Campbell. That was what I like to call a training drill, Rick.
Yeah, it was. When they turned it off, Tiwi had all ran forward of the footy. And unfortunately, when the turnover happened, they were in some strife.
Matty Campbell going for his 6th goal.
He had 4 in about the first 15 minutes, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Slowed him down a little bit. It was fine when if your man's kicked a few, they get a bit tighter on you, don't they? If they kick a few earlier, or you kick a few in a row. So.
Matty Campbell from 40. The kick is a sausage. Nice goal. Sorry, goal number 5, Nev.
Goal number 6.
Goal number 6, sorry. 22-15, 147 to Tiwi Bombers. 5-5-35. We've gone 14.5 in the final quarter here at TIO Stadium.
Are you guys set for Christmas? Are you on the naughty or nice list? I have a guess of what I think you might be.
What am I?
Naughty.
Oh, give it a rest, Nev.
Yeah, I've seen the footage from Mitchell Street.
And me, Nev.
And you, Ricky, borderline?
Oh. What have I done wrong?
Nah, okay, you're on my good list.
We had last night, Nev, we had a dear friend of our, Amy Blakes, who was the media manager here at AFL NT. She's heading down south to Melbourne. We had a going away party last night. Japanese karaoke.
Japanese karaoke?
I absolutely dominated. Give me a man after midnight. That was my vibe last night.
Okay.
Bit of ABBA. We love that, don't we, Rick?
Yeah, the band from Sweden.
Matty Campbell doing well. Fires a handball back. Kennedy, nice tackle. Good hard footy. We love that here. Fitzgerald feeding it out. Clark, Antonio James gets rid of it. Lexi Kennedy gets crunched. My big Jack Monaghetti will have a boundary throwing.
It's sad to see Amy Blake go. Big shoes to fill. She's done an amazing job with the AFL NT and also us here at NTFL and the NITV coverage.
Absolutely. She's done a wonderful job over the 4 years.
It certainly grew the game, especially in the telecast side of it. You know, to have all 4 games telecasted every week is a big effort by AFL NT, and I think sometimes we're a little bit spoiled up here and take it for granted.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And just if I could give a medal or a cup to Amy, I would, for putting up with Nick for how many months?
Yeah, I've been staying
with her?
Yeah.
But a great friend of yours, Nick.
Yeah, she is. She's a bloody ripper.
Top chick.
Nick Hooker, quickly inside attacking 50. Eldridge stands under it, drops it. Tiwi with a bit of pressure, although Ryan Pendlebury kicks that one out quickly. Mikey Coombs getting the handball out. Here's Paulie Campbell, goes off the deck. Probably should have scooped it up, the big boy. He's done well. Yeah, some more coaching advice, and it was good advice too.
Straight to the point.
Yeah. Here's Kane Counsellor, goes inboard. Michael Dunn sticks it on the right. Inside attacking 50. Ryan Pendlebury there mopping up. Fires it over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
By Harley. Good mark and then a good second effort.
We had the dream time at TIO this year. Do you think we might have a good chance of getting it, or it's like MCG's, like stay away from our dream time?
I reckon it'll go back to the G, but there is talk about having it up here every now and again.
Hope so.
I think it's a great idea. It was a great atmosphere, great game.
Fantastic.
My boy, little Yiddinga Unipingu.
Oh, the runner.
Yiddinga Unipingu from East Arnhem Land absolutely dominated the pre-game entertainment, which was good. Make sure you check out their band, King Stingray, up-and-coming bands.
Will do.
The grandchildren of Yothi Yindi from East Arnhem Lands. And they're a great band. And have a big future ahead of them.
Can't wait to check them out.
Mikey Coombs to Hoda. And he sticks that one in as Foster. I reckon. Good hands too. And
This
Sean
time it's
Foster.
the other Foster. Yeah, I was just going to say the other Foster having a go.
There's Kevin Moroney. Lining up. They're lining up for goals.
Clark on if he wants him.
Oh.
Got Mackenzie on if he wants him.
Go back and drill it.
I want to kick it now.
Well, Kev Moroney.
I don't think he's kicked once. He probably wants to get on the...
Wants to join the list.
He probably hasn't kicked one this year. Ricky, you're usually down back.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
He's a good player, Kevin Moroney. You know what you're going to get with him. He's a hard unit. Deserves a goal. Had a good game today from 45, and he stuck that right by the looks of it. Nice. Sails through.
He got it.
And the boys get around him too.
Yeah, you can tell he hasn't done kick many when they get around you.
Absolutely.
Get around you when you're up by 130 points. So.
I get around you like that when we're in Wisdom, Rick, when you go to the bar and shout me one. Buffalo's 153 to Tiwi Bombers 35. What a blowout this would been. 19 minutes gone in the final quarter.
Ricky, who's your pick for best on ground so far?
I reckon Nick Loud, has been best on ground.
Yeah.
Pendlebury second. Foster up there, Matty Campbell up there. Clark's played pretty well, I reckon. And Adam Hall has been more than serviceable as well.
Loudon out of the middle, that man Rick speaks of. That's a nice kick in the Coombs direction.
I reckon Loudon's had 40 touches, I reckon he did.
Joey Collinson gets wrapped up in the tackle. Oh, Coombs has done some damage. He's still on the deck. Looks like he did something to the... Caught one in the guts. By the looks of it.
Getting up now.
He's a pretty tough player.
It's like Joey Collinson was giving him a hug, saying, "It's all right, buddy. You're all right." Must be a bit winded.
We're up by 140 points. We're right. Here he is.
Here he is, Mikey Coombs. Going to get on the list.
You come pretty good when you're around the goal.
Absolutely. This one's still in. Foster to the tune of Brody. Point.
I've been wanting to say, and he gets his 7th, but not quite.
Still got time.
That's true.
Have you got time, Nev? Because I reckon Foster's got time as well.
Yeah. I'm not going anywhere. Story of my life.
There's snorting there from myself. Sorry.
That was Nick, everybody, not me snorting. Just for the record. I think it's all those chocolates.
No, you got to stop doing that, Nev. But I do love it.
Oh.
That's dangerous kick. Michael Dunn under pressure. Sorry, that wasn't Michael Dunn. It was Minicom. Quick kick around the corner. He's a clever one. Foster! There you go, Nev.
I had to say it.
Get around it.
Foster brings up his 7th goal.
That's BOG for mine there, Rick. Does that cement that in?
Foster. I'm still going with Louder for best.
Jeez, you're stiff.
Got to get it to him. Someone's got to get it to him, and I reckon Louder's been pretty good.
He's been everywhere, hasn't he?
Pendlebury's been good.
I don't mind Pendlebury in the middle too, Ricky boy.
Yeah, it was a good
big body
move.
He's a massive unit.
Mikey Coombs hasn't been in one centre breaks. He's mainly been playing forward as well, so they have changed things around a bit today.
Darwin Buffaloes have scored 24 goals.
125-point lead. Wowee.
That's huge.
Bit of a percentage booster.
Buffaloes will be celebrating tonight. Back on the winners list.
They got their Christmas party tonight. Got invited, had to respectfully decline. I've had a few big weekends at Christmas parties. I've had enough. It's Harley Purin Tatamiri.
You need to toughen up, Nick.
Yeah, I do. Handballs it to himself. He don't say that very often. He's that quick. He was able to gather his own ball.
You live in the territory or not?
Exactly.
Yeah, right. I'll be back. I'll be back as we're away here.
Sure.
Mantamiri does well. It's a kick to Johnny Tipalura.
Yeah, Buffalo's are 8% behind Southern Districts that are 6, and they're 18% behind Waratahs that are 4. So this will be pretty handy percentage boost that could come finals. There's only one game between those 3 that are fighting off the 5th spot. So this will be very, very handy for Buffs, I reckon.
What's the percentage with this sort of margin, Rick? What does it usually jump up by?
Someone told me one day, and I've forgotten.
No, well, I should have asked you that before I went to you with that.
Ricky, putting you on the spot, your top 4 come finals time, who would that be?
Come finals, I reckon if I was to have a punt at the moment, I reckon it'll be a Nightcliff St Mary's grand final. I reckon Wanderers, so I've been told, are losing quite a lot of players after the break that have to go and do pre-season in the VFL.
Who was that, Waratah?
Yeah, sorry, Wanderers.
Wanderers.
So I've heard. Yeah. And then they'll lose Joel Jeffries to the Gold Coast Suns. So, but there's a long way to go. St Mary's and I've got Jack Geary coming after Christmas, and Nightcliff. Who did Nightcliff pick up during the week?
Well, they've got Nyhouse coming back.
Yeah, sorry, Nyhouse is to come back for them. Going to be living here, so that's a huge. He's a 0-pointer. Jack Geary's a 0-pointer. So there's 2 massive wins for those 2 clubs.
Deliberate.
So I reckon Districts, they're 5 wins and 6 losses. I reckon their list is better than their win-loss ratio. So I reckon they're a chance that they'll sneak into the final 5. But I reckon we'll see a Nightcliff Saints grand final at this stage.
Maxie Kennedy, centre wing, left centre wing. Doesn't have a lot. Looks for Tommy Clark. Clean bowls Nick Hooker. And keep it in. Johnny Tipalura paddles it through the legs to Hooker. More advice coming from over the fence. I really enjoy that. It's one of the highlights of my week, the advice over the fence.
She's pretty good.
Absolutely. Monagatti, he's been absolutely dominant. Rick, in the ruck, would you say he's the informed ruckman of the comp?
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I know Ryan Smith is very keen to make his way into that rep squad. I reckon you'll see best on ground performance from him for St Mary's tonight. So, yeah, obviously Matty Dennis will make it, and I think Ryan Smith is looking at Jack Monaghatti's spot. So I reckon it'll be out of those two for that final ruck spot.
Hoda. A bit of a step on. Goes back to Bradley Stokes.
Oh, yeah, good tackle.
Yeah, good pressure coming from behind.
That's what Tiwi are renowned for. That's what they've just got to bring a bit more into their game.
Done around the corner. Finds Puran Tatamiri. Has options over the top now. So he plays on, goes with the awkward barrel. Fly from the side, Austin Wanamiri over the head. That is a good snag. Right on the siren too. It's Tiwi Bombers and the Darwin Buffaloes. Darwin Buffaloes too good in the end. 24-16, 160 to Tiwi Bombers 6-5, 41.
Austin Wanamiri, he brought up his second goal, and good win to the Buffaloes. This is our last game for a few weeks. A lot of celebration happening right down there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Darwin Buffaloes have defeated Tiwi Bombers here at TIO Stadium. Final score line was 160-41, so that is a 119-point win to Darwin Buffaloes. Great percentage. And thanks for joining us. Hope you all stay safe.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Stay safe and make sure you social distance.
We'll see you in the new year. Social distancing always. Ricky boy.
Yeah.
Till next time, we'll see you in the new year.